strongest for mid lane, just being slightly weaker than the Sand King purely for the lane. But otherwise, I think their lanes are super strong. Yeah, the side lanes coming out from Team Zero are just very, very solid here. Wind Ranger is one of the most oppressive carries you could ask for. She does so much damage, and she's very difficult to go on. So nothing weak in lane like the Terrorblade we saw in our previous series that we were casting or something like that. It's going to be a much stronger safe lane.
Yeah, that was definitely a difficult one for the TB, just getting forced out of lane so early. Also, though, the rotations were on point in that game, and taking a look at what they have for rotations on both teams, it's pretty impressive as well. Who do you think is going to make the first moves?
I imagine we'll see it from Snaking. He has been very, very on point with just moving around and getting stuff done with his Batrider previously, but now on Tusk, also a good hero to just make a little bit of a move towards mid or even controlling runes.
Got that power shot, ugh. Plus all the sticky napalm coming off from CZQ. Crit's already starting off pretty low health here, but just some plinks back and forth. Nothing he can't heal off.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. Just regenerate, eat some tangle. Plenty of time until the lane starts.
Shout out Snaking as an NA person. It's always nice to see an NA boy succeeding.
Yeah.
Little scuffle here. Pawn low, taking some damage. They still gonna be able to go grab up the rune. This little burrow strike, just a lot of pressure. Shield crash coming out from 70.
Can he get him?
Marine wants it. Skeeter, he's gonna start off feeling real good. They'll end up losing mid though. Ooh.
Yeah, and a kill for the Wind Ranger. That's not what you want to have happen. If you're going to be offlaning into it, now she gets Bracer immediately and some Tango sent out. So just going to be a little bit of an advantage for her towards her lane. Still though, First Blood is not a bad thing to have. Skeeter going in rich to his lane.
So how does this lane need to be played here in the mid? Because I know this is your favorite lane to watch for the matchups.
Well, I think overall the Pango has to play a lot around his shield crash and the armor or the barrier that he has during it. Otherwise, he has to respect the damage from the Sand King. Sand King is just a little bit stronger using these creeps.
Poor guy, I feel like he's just going to get burrow striked quite a bit here. So you've got all those iron branches on the lane.
That's an aggressive jump in there. Gets body blocked a little bit. 70. Taking some damage.
Taking quite a bit of damage. Now the wave shoved in.
His last hits have been really good so far, though. He's 5 and 3, so getting 3 denies early on against the Sand King, not a bad job.
Alright, so top lane is going to be the Wind Ranger with this bat. And we saw already early on just how much damage the two of these can just output, right? You start sticking up the sticky napalm, and that power shot, it's almost kind of deceptive with how much damage it can actually nuke. Especially as it gets higher and higher in levels.
Yeah, she's also able to help from so far away. The Wind Ranger can keep farming and still able to deliver a power shot. Like right now, the sniper being chased a bit. You can see that Erica is even lining up to possibly help. It's actually just a solo dive here.
He's just going for it. I don't know. All right. I mean, he's going to pay for it with his life, but look at all the space that this Wind Ranger gets. Like,
yeah, just slowly gets run down there. No magic stick charge can save you from that. He does buy a magic stick now, though.
Bottom lane, see that drinking buddy's coming in handy here. Snaking pulls himself over. It could be enough though to get away. You can see Ponlo and Beyond are trying to close the gap, but Skeeter's there. He says, "Don't you dare touch my drinking buddy."
Yeah, they have the Chain Lightning creep on Doom. It was nerfed, but it's still a very good creep to have for that damage. 180 damage for 60 mana. Using it CS as well. Bottom lane starting out pretty well for them. Luna 8 and 5, so a little bit behind in CS, but still doing fine.
She did get the first blood, I believe, too, so
yeah, he did.
Set up pretty nicely. Not ideal, obviously, because you want to be having that CS, but let's see. Anything new in the mid lane? Looks like Sand King's bottle's empty. Got the water rune over on 7E.
This is he gets his magic stick as well against Pango. Such a spell spammy hero. Always 2 nukes per creep wave, pretty much. But both of the heroes just bursting all these creeps. It's funny how they kill the creeps so fast. They don't really have anything to do now. Now it's like, okay, now we just wait for the next creep camp because they're not strong enough yet to start jungling, but they're just body blocking a little bit and waiting.
I do like the fact like they both nuke each other down pretty hard, and they're both at the same, about the same level of health afterwards, which I think is very, very funny.
Yeah, very similar
but of course,
matchup.
Does have his did have his bottle with that rune, so
On the side lanes, we still see some harassment coming in from Jakiro. He wants his level 3 power spike to get the double points in dual breath, most likely. Could also go liquid fire since he went for a fire facet.
oh, he did go for fire facet. Interesting. I guess they want that extra little push on the tower early on.
Yeah, they don't really have that much building damage. Also, against this lane with drinking buddies and Luna right clicks, it's good to have the minus attack speed.
Oh, Snake King. I have to use the snowball. Go hit over onto Beyond. This is looking a little bit scary here for Snake. Pondo also sitting quite low though. Can they turn this back around? Skeeter. Oh, he was not knowing that Ponlo had the wand, I guess, charges right there. Beyond still not looking great. We'll be able to finish off Snake King using that lightning. Ponlo now trying to put this pressure onto Crit. Still going to end up dying to the shrapnel. Are they gonna? Nah. Beyond's a little bit too scared here. He's like, I'm sitting a little low. I don't know. They're gonna be respawning soon. We're just gonna back off.
He needs resources, he says. I'm gonna drop items, come back, give me some heals. And you could see the damage dealt by that Doom there. That was some crazy amount of stuff that he gets from the Chain Lightning. Crazy good creep, even after a nerf, as we see.
Speaking of damage done, knowing that there was a rotation, they took advantage of that and they pushed Amar pretty far.
Yeah, he's not having a good start to... Well, he's having an okay start, but he's not having the monster start that we sometimes see Amar have in laning stage. And a lot of that comes back to this lane being quite potent. The Wind Ranger is a very strong safe laner, and Batrider has done a good job so far winning the support battle.
For sure. It's like Snake King thinking about maybe doing another rotation going up to the gate, so...
Yeah. Told you Snake King was going to be the one to move around a lot, and here he is.
There he is.
Looking at
Position,
Doom.
they've got Crit off to the side. Snowball over onto Doom. Gonna try to slow them down just a little bit here. Chasing after Beyond. They'll find the kill. It's not looking great for Ponlo here. They have just too much vision. Although Bat also making this rotation would like to get this kill on Skeeter. Pushes them back. Not gonna be able to go and save here unless, but they'll still get Skeeter. So that's a pretty decent trade considering that they lost their Doom. CZQ now, he's trying. He's doing everything he can. He's trying to get a little bit more space, but the snowball drags right back in nice and close and tight for a big ol' bear hug of death.
Yeah, good snowball there towards the end, so she can't use the magic stick to survive. Can't get out on the Batrider.
Hello. We have a rotation top. Sand King looking for the opening. Hops right underneath the tower. He's not worried. In comes ZZQ though. It's gonna be enough to save him. No, not gonna be enough. Now ZZQ in potentially a very dangerous spot. As you can see, 70 also coming up, wants to punish them. And they do end up getting kill on Mallory. They need the kill on Amar though. And he's got to rolling around in circles trying to find the opening. They've got the Firefly. They're putting the damage down on the ground as they chase after Amar. This is looking like this should be pretty good for them. Can they catch him though?
He's
is of course the question. Yeah, he figures that this is probably a situation where I am not going to survive, and there's the power shot coming in from Erica.
Gonna take the last hit on that one. A lot of skirmishing going on. Meanwhile, we see Crit and Snake King just moving over and taking the Wisdom Rune down bottom here. So they get themselves that Wisdom, and Sand King will be able to secure the other one as well. So double Wisdom Rune for Falcons.
It's a nice realization that they're probably going to have their hands a little too full at that time to... make those moves. That's definitely a moment where you spam one of the circus music voice lines. Yeah.
Or the level 6 Ringmaster. I know a clown when I see one. That's rivaling. It's rivaling Nyx for a level 6 voice line right there.
ZQ just kind of fighting a little bit here with Amar in the top lane. Snake King in position with Crit. They want a kill on this Windrunner. He's got the level 6, but there are so many people here. In comes the boat, and down will go Erica.
Yeah, he popped the focus fire, but it does not really work when you keep getting stunned up over and over here. A lot of disable coming in from Falcons, who are now starting to crack down on this top lane hard. Not giving Wind the good start that he wants.
I mean, they've already rotated the Luna now, too. Skeeter loves to do this. He loves to take the gate, go join in, whether it's in the top lane, the mid lane. He's very active. This patch suits him so well. Or rather, he understands the patch so well.
It feels almost like a script, right? Skeeter, every game we watch him, it's like, get level 6, go somewhere. Either he goes mid, he goes to enemy safe lane. It doesn't matter so much where, just leave the lane. And honestly, I respect it, because staying on your own safe lane, that's what got Erica killed there, just staying and trying to farm. Mobility is, or moving rather around the map is quite valuable.
Should have the level 6 now on Doom. He's picked up the Doom. Wouldn't be surprised to see a smoke or something for rotation. Or he could honestly just sit there and finish farming his Hand of Midas. He's getting quite close to it too. But I feel like the team that is most aggressive in this patch tends to have the most favored results.
Yeah, could also be the other way around, that they're aggressive because they're strong, so they just bully the opponents. But yeah, we see Beyond trying to farm up. He's gonna get gone on by a Tusk here.
Snake King follow up with that shrapnel. Gets the Doom off over onto Snake King. A nice little bit of slow from Pondlo. And Beyond, he's gonna die. Snake King's ticking down a little bit.
That was a nice use of the creep wave. Oh, gets sniped out.
It's like, I think they probably have vision here, guys.
It's a good panic Doom when they go on you. At least leads to a kill on the Tusk, so they get something. But interesting usage of the creep wave as well by Tusk coming in there, drinking buddies forward.
Let's see, still a little ways off here for the Blade Mail. ZZQ was trying to do a little bit of farming. 70's here. See the boat tossed out. Drinking buddies, dragging them both in together. They're looking to go back in on the Wind Ranger, but 70 again. He is here. He does have his ultimate. He's rolling around in circles. No more Firefly left, and I'm not sure. Probably are able to go and slow down Snake King just enough.
Oh, he stopped the shield crash with a punch. Not enough though. Amar now in trouble. 20 stick on him though.
Yeah,
he's baiting.
Skeeter's here though. Skeeter has a clip, so they have to be very careful. 7E, he's taking a lot of damage, and they get the final hit off on him. So now Erica gets the javelin, delivers. EZQ still sitting at level 5, trying to make a little space, a little room, but that last glaive just right over at the bat.
Oh, the courier as well.
Courier snipe too. It already gave him the javelin at least. Like, it's not absolute disaster.
Yeah, it's not that
but
bad.
I mean, it's not great considering they lost the Pangolier at the very beginning of that fight.
No, it's just more and more going the way of Skeeter here. First get some kills, get a courier, and now turning it into a tower push as well, starting to open up this top lane. They did hold on to it for a while there. The Pango move top looked like it was going to be nice, but then Amar baiting them under tower there with the 20 magic stick. They couldn't go on him, and nice rotation again by Skeeter.
His game sense is just so gosh darn good. It's amazing to see, like, you know, that's one of my favorite things. That's one of the things I really did enjoy about DPC is, like, watching teams and players, like, grow. And Skeeter is one of those that, like, is very, very impressive to see and watch his career.
Looking at Malrine right now on his Sanking, he has had this Blink Dagger on his courier for quite a while, but he's just keeping it there and following himself around with the courier, so not to reveal that he has a Blink already. People might expect that he's going for a Bloodstone Rush or something else, but this way he keeps it a secret, and I think we're going to see a gank with it soon.
Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that, you know, he's not revealing what he's got if he's going to hang around and just farm for a while. In fact, goes and grabs up the Blink Dagger now. They have a smoke over on Crit and Skeeter. And again, like, how often do you see your position 1 ganking sub, like, 12 minutes? Like,
on Luna,
I love this.
Like on a Slark or something.
On a Luna,
maybe.
yeah.
Amar running for his life here.
There it is. Hey, Erica, bottom lane. So much damage. They just need a little bit more. Do they have that listen? They should have it. Just need to close that gap a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't even need it. Just plinks them.
Kill after kill going the way of Skeeter here as he's joining all these fights. And farm-wise, it's looking close between him and the Wind Ranger. They have the same CS, but if we take a look at the net worth, you can see a big difference there. 6.8 versus 5.5k gold.
I mean, this is something that I really love about Dota, is that, like, typically you think, okay, I'm going to out-farm you, I'm going to hit more creeps. But what happens if you hit about the same amount of creeps and you also kill your enemy at the same time? Like, that's even more beneficial. That's such a huge lead. And that's something that we're seeing Skeeter do here, where he's like, you know, yeah, I'm going to hit creeps when I can, but I'm also just going to be so active and just make my opponent's life an absolute hell.
Yeah, Falcons coming in here looking strong, looking the way that their fans are expecting them to be in the tournament, just in shape. Erica feels the gank, gonna back away from bottom. Doesn't want a repeat of what just happened. But this is time as well that Skeeter is enjoying your ancient camp, so they are going in there with Pango. 5 seconds for him to have his ulti available again.
They do have Lasso, too, if they want to try to commit it on someone. They're split up quite a bit. Do not have the Doom with them. Don't have the Kunkka either. He's got the Blade Mail online, working towards the Ags as expected.
Doom has a Midas, and he does not have the Devil's Bargain facet. He went for the same facet as Devai Lama, the Gluttony one. Just wants to get big in this game. So he needs
Look,
to
not
farm
everybody
a
enjoys
little bit more.
shopping, okay?
Yeah, buying and selling all the time, that's too much APM in the shop. You just want to play the game.
Get some circles being drawn up, but there's a smoke over on the side of Falcons as they're on the hunt. Crit leading the charge. Wanders over towards Amar. Regen rune is available.
Yeah, Wind finally has his Maelstrom, but probably not going to join a fight anytime soon as he uses Focus Fire to farm up the Ancients.
It's like feels bad for Zero. The economy on the bottom side of the map is so limited.
Yeah, they're doing a
They've
great job
just
holding
been
on to
pinned
it.
to that area. This is not feeling good for Beyond. I feel like they are about to, hello! Roll on in with the punch, with the boat. See you later.
Quick and easy kill there, good smoke. And that kind of allowed them to take over the top area now. They're actually still wanting to hold on bottom. Keeping down bottom with the Snaking Tusk here. And just out farming, using more of the map. They own about like 70% of the map at any given time, whereas Team Zero are just behind.
That opening over onto Ponlo. Tries to go, drops that ice path, but Malrine doesn't really seem to care too much because he's still going to be able to go and get that kill.
Skeeter again looking for more. Gets a Lucent Beam onto ZZQ here.
ZZQ. Look at the dive. Like, they know they're strong. They know that they've got everyone together here. Putting the pressure onto ZZQ. They don't want to allow this bat to get any lassos off. And Amar's just dominating. It's always nice when you've got the Blade Mail. You're tanky enough to walk around and all that Firefly.
Yeah, he has the Aghanim Scepter coming up as well. Needs 1,200 more gold on the Kunkka. And again, the Luna in here stealing away Ancients from the Wind Ranger. This is space that he wants to farm. Erica not having the game that he wants to.
So I have a question for you, because we've had this happen a couple times where the Gleipnir has been delayed. Is it still... Because, like, if you take a look at Wind Rangers, what she's got right now, she's got that Maelstrom, and then she's looking at the BKB next, because they're putting up all of this, you know, aggression early. But is it going to be
You have to go
a
BKB
little bit
because
off on the timing?
you have to go BKB because you're behind. If you were having a fantastic game, you can go Gleipnir. But now, since he is underfarmed, he needs to finish BKB in reasonable time. It's like by a certain minute mark, you need to be ready to join team fights. And he wouldn't be if he doesn't have it. So I understand the decision here. Pango does not get rewarded with the bottom rune. We have Illu rune going the way of Malrine, who almost has the entire Shivas, by the way. 1,300 gold to go, and he will have a Shiva's Blink on Sanking.
I see Erica. Doom is nearby. They're going to open up with that Eclipse, and Erica's just toast. You can see Beyond was like, yeah, no, nope, I'm out. Use that Blink Dagger to just run away.
This team is getting very, very active. Falcons just everywhere with the Blink Dagger from the Sanking. They've made so much happen. Already been in 9 kills, and we're just going to see an increase in this as well. They're going to keep building, even going in and stacking the enemy Ancients here, saying, you know what, we own this area.
Like, it's wild to see. It's almost like the ebbing of a tide, in a sense. Like, the way that this map just keeps closing, and like they gain a little bit of space, and immediately Falcon says, absolutely not. This is our area. We own it. Get back. And they just lose a little bit more and more each time.
I mean, I gotta give it to Skeeter, though, for this game. He has been in the most kills on his team, along with Crit. Like, that's crazy to me. How's he been able to be this active? Well, I guess, actually, Crit is quite far ahead in terms of kills, but compared to the other cores, he's been in so many kills.
Yeah.
Not what you expect from your carry. Normally, it's the offlaner or the mid who's taking all these fights.
Well, Lamar's been busy farming, and he still has excellent, you know, participation, but... Look at there's just no regard for the tower. None. Stay King is going to give him a big old punch. Drops the ice path. Buys a little bit more time, but these Luna Manta illusions just slice through him.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have Erica going for Vinland here, as you can call it. Farming the enemy side of the map, the only safe part of the map right now. And meanwhile, you're just losing more and more control. Bottom tier tower is going to fall soon. Also means it's quite unlikely they're going to be able to control their own tormentors.
And I mean, for the longest time, they were very much, you know, stuck into this bottom half of their map on the side of 0. So to lose that tower only hurts more. It means it's also going to open up, you know, the fact that they can go for these bounty runes. They can go for Tormentor when they hit that time. And then you know what's going to happen is that Falcons is just going to push in even further on top.
Doom still hasn't found the first team fight for himself. TPing in here. Cancels. Gets revealed on the TP and decides against it, so they're gonna give up bottom now. No way to really defend without Doom having a TP available. There's still a Wisdom rune below Erica here. It's the 14-minute rune has not been taken yet. I think he has no reason to check for it, but if he did go down here, he would find a nice little reward.
He's probably got other
so
concerns
close.
on his
It's
mind.
Right outside
like
his vision. Put some goggles on, dude.
Mid lane, they find themselves easy Q. Nice, quick hit squad. And they've got the creep, so they can start putting pressure on this mid tower. Nice deep ward behind the tower, too, so anyone who approaches, they'll have a heads-up notice on it.
Yeah. I like the choice that they went for 2 Solar Crests, by the way, on the side of Falcon support. They said, you know, Solar Crest is a pretty good item. Just spam down the Luna, make sure she can keep auto-attacking and do a ton of damage.
Very close to this BKB, too, on Skeeter. Very spooky stuff.
He's
The
pretty uncontested in this game, getting to do whatever he wants.
And a double damage. Well, Lord Gaben truly blesses the side of Falcons today. My goodness.
Yeah, Malrina's gonna take that one, but they made their own fortune here. They control the map, so they have the benefit of the runes.
Erica hiding off to the side is gonna just teleport away because he realizes that Falcons have closed in on this area.
Snaking, trying to catch some rats down on bottom. He knows that they're trying to dodge you. And the rune gets pinged out now, the Wisdom rune. Does crit take it? In 20 seconds it evolves. Yeah, they're gonna let it ferment. Oh, love to see it. It's gonna evolve into a tier 3 Wisdom rune on the 21-minute spawn.
Crit's sitting a little low here. It's looking a little scary.
It's close.
It's alright, he's gonna be fine.
But Skeeter? Oh,
Skeeter?
he got it.
You got it, you got it.
And
no
Crit
problem.
Is staring at the rune. He's like, grow, my little rune.
Leave me alone.
And there he goes. 840 experience instead. He's level 12, almost 13 right now after those 2 runes. He's a higher level than the Doom, who's running a Midas. That's
Yikes.
pretty telling to the game state right now. And he's the lowest level in his team on crit. Snaking is even closer. He's level 13 now.
So my question is, you've got a BKB on your Wind Ranger now. You've got a Blink Doom. You know, and he hasn't been able to be super active, unfortunately. And then you've also got, you know, your Pango with the Mage Slayer and the Blink.
Pango?
I want to see them. 70 is sitting
Pango?
very low. I don't know if he could do this.
Pango? No, he has to give up on the Tormentor.
That feels bad.
Yeah, he committed a lot.
It's alright, it's alright.
Is it?
Oh my god, no,
Is
it's
it?
not alright, it's alright!
Okay, Pango turned, came back and helped out. This is a lot of time and resources though committed for one Tormentor. Meanwhile, of course, Roach gets taken. I believe you're saying something.
God, I don't know what it was. I was getting so... So, okay, yeah, so we have, you know, some good items. We've got some, you know, the BKB, you've got Doom, you've got Mage Slayer, on your Pango and Rolling Thunder, like, do we see any sort of movement from them? Because right now, it's just trying to, you know, play catch-up.
Yeah, I think
I feel like they've got to
need,
do something, Waga.
They need to fight close to their base. I don't think they can fight out in the open. And yeah, we're gonna see him get caught here. This is just a hunting squad finding a Batrider. No way to survive against that. The Aghanim's boat comes in and shoots his cannonballs.
Seems a little overkill. We'll find Pawn low in the meanwhile, so...
Leave me alone.
Support for support.
Well, 2 supports rather. But yeah, they're getting everything they want right now, just dominating the map. I think Team Zero, their only hope is to fight inside their own base and maybe bait Falcons to overextend at this point, because fighting out in the open is just not really in the cards for them.
I just feel like they're too disciplined. Like, occasionally, I won't lie, sometimes Amara goes a little crazy.
Oh no, Beyond, he blinked to try and kill a courier, but he didn't get the auto attack
jeez.
out on it, so he gets pinged out. They know where Doom is, and he also didn't get the courier kill. And now
They
they're
just
sending
zoom their
couriers
own.
around
The
him.
courier just like, hey, what's up, man? You wanna come get this? Let's see. That's kind of silly.
Yeah, he also TP'd into a Watcher now, so they saw they TP'd from one side on the Ancients to the other one. Could make something happen with this. Erica.
They find the opening over in that mid lane, but not ready to fully commit just yet. Just enough to give them a little fright.
Trapping them into their base, though. The Wind Ranger doesn't have access to any farming right now. And Luna, you know, once this tier 3 tower goes down, the barracks are unlikely to survive with the way the glaives work. So if they want to defend, they have to do it early.
We'll put the fortification out. No power shot to clear up the creeps, but they don't have the bat with them, right? ZZQ, he does find himself in his Viz rune, but I'm curious how they want to approach this coming out from Falcons, because game is firmly in their hands at this time. Smoke's coming out from the side of Team Zero.
Falcons, they've forced everybody back to base, and then they back off. They have the Aegis for 2 more minutes anyway on Luna, so they can still throw another push. But this smoke out coming from Team Zero.
Is this the play?
Yeah, they need the first connection on Doom. He still hasn't done anything from his blink.
Snake King will be the one to break that. Get the lasso off. We'll drag him up over onto the high ground. See this Pango rolling around. There's the Doom. They get it off over onto the Kunkka here, but doesn't really seem to care too much because this Luna just running on through. But Erica is going through. He's shredding, finding these openings. Does manage to stun up Malrine. But again, this Luna still has the Aegis. They're down Doom now.
A little bit of overcommitment there. The lasso onto the shackle shot was a bit of overcommitting stuns. There was a great Doom. The Doom came as he was mid cast point for the Ghost Ship, so he prevented the Kunkka from ulting. But they can't keep the fight going there. And now, without any ulti available, this is just go time for Falcons. Tusk being dead, I don't think matters much.
They used like everything. Would it have been better if they had just waited for the high ground, or is that just being too passive? Because I can see, you know, both sides of it, where, you know, you fight in your base, you've got a little bit extra, you know, protection, but at the same time, like, allowing them to just set the tone and walk right in doesn't feel good either.
I think it was the best play they could do after they get forced to come base with everyone, just smoking out and looking for something.
Well, they found themselves a 7E. This is not feeling too great. Ghost Ship plus the epicenter. Just cannonballs flying everywhere, and in comes Snake King. Cheers, he says.
Cheers, and a little punch. Takes the solo kill there on 7E. And they're just building item lead. More and more items compounding here. Tusk is saying that he would like to have a Blink Dagger, so queues one of those up. 1,400 gold for him right now.
What is it in Danish? It's skål? Is that what...
Yeah, skål. Yeah,
that's what Cinderin was using for his
same
thing.
in Swedish. It's the Scandinavian
skål. Okay. Yeah, that's a time to use that line, buddy.
Well, his name is Ymir. It's Norse mythology, so it
makes sense, honestly. Nice ice pass from Ponlo, just kind of slowing down the inevitable charge, though. Does have the macro pyre, but it doesn't feel like Zero wants to contest again. You see ZZQ down here.
The
it's kind of cutting the wave a little bit.
Doom is 5 seconds cooldown now, so that's the timing they were waiting for. They have everything in a little while. Wind Ranger doesn't have ulti though. 20 seconds for his focus fire.
8 seconds on this Aegis. If they time it right, might be able to make something happen. But no, Skeeter says, yeah, nah. Aegis is gone, guys.
Yeah, I think Falcons could back off here, but if they feel confident, they can take the fight. This is what Zero wants, though, a fight in their base.
I mean, they get a nice Doom off as they jump forward, they drag back over on the Skeeter, and maybe they should have respected it a little bit more. It's Rolling Thunder over onto Amar. They'll find their target. They're chasing after Malrine now. He's got his BKB. He's trying to figure out how he wants to move. Doesn't have quite enough mana, though, here. Now, Erica, they've got their sights set on. They'll take him out. X on the Beyond. So they're going to try to drag back this Doom into the Torrent. Need to do a little bit more damage. Malrine, there it is. He's got it. Now he's got the up. He was so patient. He's going to turn his attention now over to Beyond. That should be a dead Doom. Triple kill for Malrine.
Yeah, don't need your carry, let her die, and then win the fight anyway on the back of the other cores, just doing tons of damage between Kunkka and Sanking here. And they have buybacks available, but don't really want to commit them for holding the melee racks. They desperately need the money on the Wind Ranger.
This Lena can just TP right over to the little outpost. Join the fight really fast. Looks like it's going to just push out that bottom lane instead and starts drawing the line. But mid is obliterated now, and
Two racks
Falcons
down.
are just going to reset.
Only have the single lane remaining. They do have a tier 2 tower as well, at least, so they have something to go through here. And with Roche still being down for a little while, we'll see if Falcons want to push again without it. Doom on cooldown for 50 seconds, so if they just rush immediately, Doom won't be able to defend.
I think they can. Also, important to note, Amar has the Crimson Guard, and that's one of the things we said is just so incredibly good against Wind Ranger.
Yeah, it's one of the counters, especially until he gets the brooch, and Wind Ranger's nowhere close to getting the brooch. Needs a lot of gold.
Yes.
Batrider has 2.2k gold. He could buy Blink Dagger right now. I think maybe commit. You're defending your last lane of Rax.
Malorine diving in deep, finds himself 70. Ice Path comes out from Ponlo, but they have so much damage to drag back. Can they finish him off? No, not quite. See Beyond has got the sheaves. Never mind. There it is from Skeeta. He finishes him off. Another Ice Path landing over onto 2. They've still got that Solar over on Skeeter. Oh, Malorine realizing they're off into the corner. They have their view over onto Doom. They just smack him around. He is toast. And the follow-up onto Ponlo. X marks the spot over to ZZQ. They called GG. Falcons just came to this game to play. My God.
Yeah, Falcons 1 game up now in this tiebreaker. It is the best of 3, so Team Zero, they still have the chance